Well, first of all, welcome to Studio B. My name is Jyothi Bainey, and this is a 30-minute flow-based practice. And today we're really going to embody the energy of trees, specifically mother trees. So I recently watched a documentary that was all about the intelligence of trees. And one of the things that I found most fascinating in that documentary was this idea of mother trees. So we know scientifically that trees in a forest are interconnected through their root system. And I taught a practice several months ago called Tree People. But what we've also learned is that there are certain trees in a forest that are known as mother trees. And they have a sort of relational interaction with certain trees in the forest that you might think of as their children. And she, the mother tree, will really direct certain nutrients and energy to her children to really nourish and help them to grow more strongly and efficiently. So the mother trees really kind of rule the forest. And so when we look at that in the context of our practice, we think, okay, how can we nurture the way that we're entering into these shapes? How can we direct our energy in a way that is really allowing our practice to grow in a way that's really long-standing and going to serve us over a long period of time? So let's get started straight away on our backs today. So a little bit uniquely, lying down. Let's extend the left leg long, and then come into a supine tree with your right knee bent and out to the side. And then you can choose if you want the arms alongside your body or maybe bringing them overhead and holding the opposite wrist. And then we're going to move into our eye movements here, Netra Vyayamam. So looking up at the ceiling without moving any other part of your body, just take your eyes up towards the ceiling, all the way up to the top of your line of sight. And then begin to draw a vertical line smoothly, without rushing, all the way down to the bottom of your line of sight. And then just keep sweeping the eyes up and down in this vertical line. And with the theme of our practice today, you might actually envision that you're taking in the sights of a really long tree. And so as you sweep the eyes up, you might think of moving up the trunk of the tree all the way to the tree canopy. And as you sweep the eyes down, you're traveling down the trunk all the way down to the root system. And then the next time you pass through center, let's close the eyes, take a full in-breath in. And then as you exhale, straighten your right leg out and bend your left knee up into that supine tree on the other side. And then once again, opening up the eyes, and we'll do Netra Vyayama, but now with a horizontal focus. So take the eyes over to the right periphery of your vision, and then begin sweeping horizontally over to the left periphery of your vision. And as you sweep back and forth, only moving the eyes in the eye joint, you might imagine that you're sort of scanning the tree line of a forest. And we don't want to skip or jump over seeing any of those trees that are unique and beautiful in their own way in this tree-lined forest. And so we're just taking our time, scanning that tree line. And the next time you come to center, stop there, close the eyes, take a full breath in. And as you exhale out, bend your right knee, bring the soles of the feet together so both knees are bent, knees are wide, Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the palms of your hands together and start to rub them vigorously, creating a little bit of heat in between the palms. And once you have enough heat, cup the palms, place them over your eyelids. The fingertips can just rest at your hairline. Just allowing the eyes to rest here, feeling nourished. And that's really what a mother tree does, is she nourishes the rest of the forest. She brings in nutrients for herself so that she can distribute them to her children and trees that need a little extra support. Take the pads of your fingers and massage your face, your jaw, your neck, anywhere that needs a little bit of attention. And then let's start to bring in some core awareness. So maybe you bring the hands outside the knees, close the legs like you're closing a book, and then bring the knees in towards the chest. Bring your hands to the knees, and then start drawing circles so the knees come forward, wide, up towards the armpits and together. And so we're creating these butterfly-like circles, with the knees going out, around, and in. And this is just massaging the hip joint. You might notice maybe there's some popping, or maybe one hip is feeling more receptive to movement today than the other. The next time the thighs are together, reverse this circle. Knees come in, out, forward, and together. And so this is just more of a way for you to observe the body and what you might be working with in the body today. There's no need to judge the body. This is just simply, okay, this is what is here right now. Let's start to build some heat in the core. So take your knees, stack them right over the hips, lift your shins parallel to the floor, and then place your palms down alongside you. Take a full breath in, back body heavy. Exhale it all out, and then we'll start to move. Inhale, bring the toes forward, tap the mat. Exhale, bring the knees back over the hips. We'll do 9 more of those. Inhale it out, and exhale it in. And keep going, out and in. And just like trees, we're really bringing in the nutrients of the breath into the core of the body. We're moving with the breath here, and we're integrating movement with our greatest source of energy, which is the prana, the life force, the breath moving in the body. You probably got about 3 more here, out and in, moving with your breath. Beautiful. Let's take 1 more. And then we'll do 1 more core invigorating practice here. Bring your right knee in towards the chest. Hug it in with your fingertips. Lift your head, nose towards the knee, and then extend your left leg forward, but keep the left leg hovering over the mat. Take a full inhale here. Exhale, switch it out. Left knee in, right leg extends. Inhale. You transition on the exhale and switch. Inhale. Exhale and switch. So feeling that core awareness building, switch. Feeling the breath moving in that center line of the body. Just like trees bring in all those nutrients through their core, and then they move it down through their root system to help support the forest around them. 3 more. Beautiful. Keeping it moving. Nice and relaxed with the breath. Both knees in towards the chest. Rock and roll along the spine. We'll meet in all 4s. I'm going to tie my shirt behind me here. So you're coming into all 4s position, shoulders stacked over the wrists, hips over the knees, and we're going to come straight away into extended table. So from this position, let's take the right leg, extend it back and lift it up parallel to the floor, and then as you're stable, reach the left arm forward. Let's just take a moment to connect with the balance here. As we think about trees, we often think of growth, of height, of reaching up, maybe even reaching out through the branches. But what we've learned through science is that the root system of trees, 2 more breaths here, can often be 3 to 4 times the expanse of the height of the tree that we see with our naked eye. Lower the left palm down. Inhale, lengthen through your collarbones. Exhale, sunbird bow. Draw the chest down, chin down, lift the right leg up towards the ceiling. Press the floor away, lift back up. 2 more sunbird bows. Bowing down, lifting the right leg. Pressing up. 1 more time, bowing down, right leg lifts. Pressing up. Drop the right knee down, sit back. Brief child's pose for just 2 breaths. And so in every posture that we practice today, I want to really challenge you, as much as you reach up and out, I actually want you to send 3 to 4 times that amount of energy down into the root system of the posture. Lift the head, shift forward. Take your left leg, extend it back, and lift it up. And then as you're ready, reach the right arm forward, and we just hold here for about 30 seconds. You're feeling your arm reaching forward, your foot reaching back. You feel the back of the spine and the heart lifting up towards the ceiling, but then you're rooting down through the energy of the left palm, the right knee, the right shin, and the top of the right foot. 1 more inhale here. Exhale, lower the right palm down, 3 sunbird bows. Inhale, broaden the collarbones, look forward. Exhale, bend those elbows, scraping the sides of the rib cage. Push it down and up. 2 more. As the chin comes down, the left leg lifts. And up. Last time, chin down, leg up and up. Lower the left knee, tuck the toes. Find your first downward facing dog at the practice. Lifting the hips, maybe bicycling the knees.
Any movement that feels intuitive for you. And then think of these 4 points of contact. Think of the complexity of a root system, if you've ever seen one. And imagine that root system growing out of your palms and the soles of your feet and spreading out through the floor, down into the earth underneath your home. That energy radiating out of you that creates stability and strength and is sending nutrients out to those around you. Let's move into some flow here. Lift the head, look to the front of your space. Walk your feet forward, Uttanasana. Let's come up to mountain pose. I'm going to soften my knees, reach my arms out and up. And bring the palms of the hands together. One of my favorite quotes comes from the writer Virginia Woolf. She says, "I'm rooted, but I flow." And so we're going to do 4 rounds of sun salutations, totally uncomplicated, just the classic 12 movements, but we're going to feel that rooted sensation in the body while we're also really fluid and flowing. We're going to feel how those interact together. So finding your mountain pose. Inhale, lengthen those arms alongside you. Exhale, bring the palms of the hands together. This is position 1. Inhale, forward, up and back, rooting through the feet to rise through the spine, hinging at the hips, folding forward. Take your left foot to the back of the mat, left knee down. Inhale fully. Exhale, step it back, downward facing dog. Keep it flowing, knees, chest, and chin, Ashtangasana. Sliding to the belly, lifting from the back of the heart, cobra. Downward facing dog, floating back. Left foot forward, right knee down, inhale. Exhale, right foot forward to meet the left and fold. Inhale forward, up and back. And then bring the palms of the hands together. That's 1. 3 more rounds. Inhale, lengthen the arms. Exhale, bring the palms of the hands together. Tap into your root system. Inhale, reaching forward, up and back. Just like that mother tree, bring in the nutrients that you need, fold forward, so you have them to serve those around you, right knee down. Step back, downward facing dog. 1 more, knees, chest, and chin. Sliding forward, up, cobra. Downward facing. Right foot forward, left knee down. Left foot forward, fold in. Reaching forward, up, tall like that tree. Bring it back into the core, palms together. 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen the arms. Beautiful. Exhale, bring those palms together. Inhale, forward, up and back. Exhale, folding. Left foot back, left knee down. Step it back, down dog. Either knees, chest, and chin, or forward and through chaturanga. Cobra or upward facing. Everyone downward facing. Left foot forward, right knee down. Right foot forward, folding. Up and back. The more you root down, the more you can rise up, palms together. Last round, inhale, lengthen those arms. Bring the palms together. Receive it so that then you can share it. Reaching forward, up and back. And fold. You can't nurture anybody else if you're not taking care of yourself. Right knee down. Left foot back, down dog. Flowing through your vinyasa of choice. Everyone back to down dog. Right foot forward, left knee down. Left foot forward, folding. Forward, up and back. Palms of the hands together. Lengthen the arms alongside you, close your eyes. Take a moment maybe just to feel energy coursing through your body. The way that nutrients move through the trunk of a tree, flow in and out through the root system.
And then we're actually going to move into our first true tree pose of the practice. So open the eyes, establish something to look at that's not going to move. Our left leg is going to be the trunk of the tree first, and then the right foot is going to begin to come up either to the inner ankle, inner calf, or up into the inner thigh. And then you can decide, okay, what kind of branches do I want today? Do I want them down? They could be up. They could stay at the heart. It can be any kind of tree you want to be. And the thing is mother trees recognize that they alone can't keep the whole forest alive. And so they pick certain trees that are like their children that they send nutrients to when they need it. And just like us, we can't do everything, but we can pick an issue or an organization or a person to invest in. Start to bring that right knee in towards the chest, lift it up. We're going to change the shape of our tree, so start to extend the right leg forward, keep rooting down through that left leg, reach the arms up towards the ceiling. 3, beautiful, good, 2, and then sweep that right leg back. Long pyramid pose. Keep the feet like railroad tracks. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Hands either coming to blocks or framing that front foot and folding in. Let the right heel be heavy. This is really deep into the hamstring. So it's okay if you're not super far in the pose. It's much more about the integrity of, is that left hip pulling back? Do I have an awareness in the length of my left leg? And then we're going to move this straight into standing splits. So I'm going to pull my left foot back a little bit, soften my standing knee for a moment. This is now the root system, the kind of trunk of my tree. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to make the trunk of my tree longer by reaching my right leg up towards the ceiling. And I'm trying to establish one long, beautiful, tall trunk of a tree. And maybe I play with balance here. Left hand to that left ankle. And if I'm feeling really playful, maybe the right hand comes to the left ankle as well. Couple more breaths. One more. And then lower the hands to the mat. Take your right foot next to your left. Soften your knees and roll yourself up. All the way up to standing. Maybe take a moment, close the eyes. Does the left leg feel different than the right? Is there a different feeling of energy moving through one leg than the other? And just noticing that that's there. And then let's do the second side. So opening the eyes, find that thing that's not going to move out in front of you. Place your dristi there, standing on that right leg. And then take that left foot either to ankle, to inner calf, or please bypass the knee if you're going to come up to the inner thigh. And then any version of branches you'd like to take. Just noticing trees don't grow quickly. They take their time. And they actually prefer to grow close together in community with all different kinds of trees, a diverse community. That's how trees thrive. And then let's bring the palms of the hands back in front of the heart. We're going to change the shape of our tree so that left knee is going to come forward. And before you straighten the leg, lift the thigh and the knee up. Now push down through that standing right foot. Reach the arms up and take the left leg forward. 3, 2, beautiful. Core awareness. 1. Swing it on through with control. Long pyramid, so feet are railroad tracks. Inhale, lift tall. Exhale, folding forward.
So if we're really embodying that energy of the tree, we don't need to rush in any of our poses. We grow slowly. We trust the process of our own growth and development. And we use every breath to bring nourishment in, knowing that then when we nurture ourselves, we have tools to nurture others. Let's start to move into the standing split. So I'm going to pretty strongly deepen my standing knee, bring my fingertips out in front of me, and then I'm going to start to take my left leg up, 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 like I'm creating that tree pose upside down. And then I decide, okay, how am I feeling here? Do I need the support of my hands? Or do I want to maybe play with my balance, right hand to right ankle? Maybe left hand to right ankle. Maybe that's too much, and so you keep a fingertip down. Being honest with yourself. And then we start to lower that left foot down. Beautifully done. Soften the knees and ripple up through the spine. And then we're going to find a wall. And we're going to do one more posture upright before we come back to the mat. So in Sanskrit, handstand, which we're going to play with a version of today, it's upside down tree. It's Supta Vrikshasana. Okay? So what we're going to be doing is we're inverting the tree pose to go upside down, but it's that same tree energy, except now the trunk of the tree and the root system is coming out of the hands, and the trunk becomes the arms and the torso. So the way we're going to play with this today is from standing splits. So one option is just to work with standing splits at the wall. So you would bring the fingertips down, and then you would take the left leg up the wall first. I'm going to slide over so I'm not on my TV. And left leg comes up the wall, palms come flat on the mat. And then you push into the palms to take the pelvis back towards the wall. You could stay right here, or looking down in between your thumbs, push the left ball of the foot into the floor, lift your right foot and extend your right leg up alongside the left in a handstand up against the wall. You could keep your gaze in between your thumbs, or you could drop your gaze towards the wall behind you. Keep pushing the floor away, feeling that root system grow out of the palms of the hands. 2 more breaths. And then to come out, bring the right foot back to the mat first. Bend your left knee and stay in Uttanasana, head below the heart, and take a couple of breaths there. Notice if you need to nurture the exhale a little bit more to kind of stay balanced. Maybe the breath got a little bit excited there. And then we're going to do the second side. So lift the head, extend the spine, pull the heart forward, palms come down, and then I'm going to take my right leg and start extending it up the wall for that standing splits at the wall. And then once I get that, I'm going to push down through my palms, and I'm going to reach my pelvis towards the wall behind me. So it's almost like splits on the wall. And then I could stay here. This is a really good place to be. Or I could push into the ball of my right foot, bend my left knee, and extend my left leg up next to my right. I could keep looking at the floor, or I could drop my head, ears in line with the biceps, lengthen through the outer arms, and draw the shoulders down the back. Good. 1 more full breath, and then lower the left foot down to the mat, right foot next to the left, knees soft, folding Uttanasana, couple breaths. Turning back to the front of your mat space, walking back to downward facing dog. Looking in the middle of your mat, let's jump through to seated and come into Janu Shirshasana. Left leg extended forward, right knee comes in and open
just like that tree. We're back in another tree shape here. Sweep the arms out and up and fold forward. So we're starting to calm down the practice, bringing it to a close. And as we think about what mother trees have to teach us, for me, the biggest takeaway is the mother tree doesn't try to save the whole forest. She identifies what she feels connected to. And then she sends nutrients and resources through her root system to nurture those trees. So for us, lift your head, start to come out of Janu Shirshasana. Bring the right knee up and in, and let's kind of take a spinal twist. So right foot across the left leg, left arm around the right. Reach that right arm up and twist it around. And so for us, as we think of our work in the world, we could think of ourselves as mother trees. And you can take the pressure off. You don't have to save the whole world. You don't have to fix every problem. Start to look forward, unwind the spine, extend the right leg forward. Let's just switch to the other side. Left knee in and open. Reach that arm out and up and folding. But you might identify 2 or 3, maybe they're people. Maybe it's an organization. Maybe it's just an issue that you feel really passionate about. And so you're going to direct your resources, your nutrients, your energy into those people or organizations or issues. And that's what you're going to nurture as your own sort of embodied mother tree. Start to reach forward, coming up and out. We'll take our spinal twist, left knee up, left foot across. Ardha Matsyendrasana A, right arm to left knee, left arm up, back and around. And so there's a lot of freedom in that, there's this freedom in that it's okay, I know I can't do it all. So now I get to identify, where do I want to make my difference? Where do I want to invest my energy and my resources? In what way do I want to direct my mothering energy? Start to come forward, unwind, making our way into a very brief Shavasana. Letting the eyes close and the body settle. Maybe you scan the soles of the feet and the palms of the hands and release any of the remaining tension there. And you scan the buttocks and release any tension there. You scan the ears and the eyes, softening there. And then you scan the tongue inside of the mouth and you relax there. And for a few more moments, you just allow yourself to be held by the earth. And then without moving your body, allow deep and conscious breath to return. followed by subtle movement in the fingers and the toes, wrists and ankles. Extending the arms overhead, taking a full body stretch. And then in your own way and in your own time, coming back up to a comfortable seat. Maybe dropping the chin towards the chest, bowing in gratitude for nature, but in particular trees, and how nature itself is such a teacher if we just pay attention. Let's bring the palms of the hands together. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light, and may that light of truth overcome all darkness. Victory to that light. Jai Shri Sakharu Maharaj Ki.